Here's an idea to start with. Did you know that in 1694, England used paper money to manage debt? They set an example for state-backed currency. Today, cryptocurrency is money without state control. Could this new type of money change the world in a big way?
Interesting point, Michelle. Let's explore more. Think about the late 1800s and the gold standard, which tied money to real value. It failed during hard times. Cryptocurrencies do well in unpredictable times. Look at El Salvador. They made Bitcoin legal money, a daring and talked about choice. Will more governments use digital money, or is it just a rare experiment?
Good point, Guy. Let's think about crypto removing borders. Like the internet changed talking, could blockchain change money by creating a world without borders? Estonia's e-residency helps businesses without fixed places. This shows digital IDs could work in a world without borders. Can cryptocurrency speed up this idea, allowing trade without countries' limits?
That's smart, Ryan, but let's look at trust. Regular money has rules and protects people, which crypto doesn't have. Crypto tries to fix this with clear technology, but scams and security worries are still there. Can smart contracts and AI build trust to fully replace regular money, or will crypto always be just extra?
Yes, Sonia, this leads to an interesting problem. If decentralization weakens trust in institutions, could it mess up society? Are we close to a time when money power doesn't mean political power? Could crypto change not just our money, but also how we see power and government? Are we ready to trust algorithms over institutions? And what does that mean? Think about this. The word crypto comes from the Greek word kryptos, which means hidden. Could this hidden part of digital money be both good and bad? It offers privacy, but can also be used wrongly. If normal money shows state power, does cryptocurrency challenge this with secrecy? What if what helps crypto grow also holds it back?
That's an interesting idea, Michelle. In history, secrecy helped and hurt. Look at Swiss banks before they became open. They depended on secrecy but also attracted illegal things. Cryptos like Monero focus on privacy. But can we compare them to big money systems and keep them accountable? How can rules change to handle both sides without stopping new ideas?
Guy, the Swiss bank example fits well, but let's see how privacy helps people. Blockchain can be open, but also keep names hidden, like having a private license plate that hides your identity, but not your actions. Estonia uses blockchain for open governance and keeps privacy. Can cryptocurrencies change financial access for all, or will they be only for people who know tech well?
Ryan, it's interesting, but we must face the truth about tech gaps. Places with less tech might not get these benefits. The internet started as a way to share knowledge, yet tech gaps remain. Also, decentralized systems have regulatory problems and some people don't trust them. How do we make sure everyone has access while keeping things safe? Can we find that balance without making the same mistakes or leaving out vulnerable people?
Great question, Sonia. Here's another thought. If crypto can make access equal and skip normal barriers, are we ready for a change where money power doesn't match where you are politically or geographically? Could decentralized finance make country borders less powerful? What does this mean for countries that have always had power because of money? And how could this change the world? As we go deeper, a worrying thought appears. If decentralization changes power systems, could we see a future where trust moves from groups to technology? If money power doesn't fit with politics, are we moving to a world where financial control is individual? Could this freedom break the structure of society and government, giving big chances, but also causing big problems? Let's start with a twist. Did you know that in 2013, Bitcoin was a small part of the global economy, but by 2021, its market value was bigger than some small countries? This shows it can change a lot and is hard to predict. Could this stop cryptocurrencies from replacing traditional money, or is it a chance for growth?
That's a good point, Michelle. Big changes can be a real problem for economies. In history, things like tulip mania and the dot-com bubble show how risky markets can be. If cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin replace stable money, could it cause big economic problems and financial crises all over the world? And are the benefits greater than the risks?
Guy makes a good point, but let's think about anti-fragility. an idea from Nassim Nicholas Taleb. Some say big changes might help cryptocurrencies become stronger over time. Look at Ethereum, which changes often to get better. Could this help reduce big changes and make cryptos a good replacement for traditional money? Or are these changes too small to really matter?
Ryan, that's an interesting idea about getting better, but let's talk about everyday use. For cryptocurrencies to replace normal money, they need to be fast and able to handle lots of use. Bitcoin can do about 7 transactions each second, but Visa can do 24,000. Even with things like the Lightning Network, can cryptos be fast enough for the whole world, or will these problems stop them from being used everywhere?
That's a great question, Sonia. There's also the worry about the environment. Did you know Bitcoin mining uses more energy than some countries each year? Could this be a big problem for crypto when we need to think about saving the planet? Or will new technology make cryptocurrency more eco-friendly and help it become more popular?
The environment is a big deal, but new ideas like proof of stake look promising. When Ethereum changed to proof of stake, it used over 99% less energy. Could these changes not only help cryptos be a real money alternative, but also be better for the environment? Or will they bring new challenges that slow down or stop widespread use?
That makes us think about rules. Good rules might help us use new ideas wisely, but cryptos often don't fit well with current rules. Estonia, for example, is trying out blockchain rules while supporting new ideas. Could this be a model for the world, or would strict rules stop the exciting changes that cryptos offer?
Ryan, that's a smart point. But the balance between rules and new ideas needs to think about everyone getting access. The internet was supposed to help everyone, but it didn't. Could cryptocurrencies make it worse, keeping some places out of the digital world? How do we make sure everyone is included and safe and avoid past mistakes?
So, we face a tricky question. Could trying to use cryptocurrencies lead to bigger money differences instead of closing them? Is crypto a real answer to share money more equally, or just an impossible dream in the search for fair money? What lessons from the past should we remember to make the right choices now? Did you know that the Bank of England was the first regulatory body in the 18th century? Cryptocurrencies are growing, challenging central authority in finance. Can these digital currencies push us to find new balance with regulation and innovation, or will regulation slow down innovation?
That's interesting, Michelle. Regulations were made to protect people, but the 2008 crisis showed they have limits. Some people think cryptocurrencies can work outside traditional systems, giving strength. In Switzerland, they use regulatory sandboxes to help crypto grow. Is this flexible regulation key to helping innovation without too much risk?
Good point, Guy. Look at Estonia, where blockchain is part of the government, mixing digital citizenship with the economy. It shows that innovation and regulation can work together. Can smart regulation build trust and help more people use cryptocurrencies, or is finding the right balance difficult?
Interesting, Ryan, but here's a key point. Regulations are for safety and trust. During the ICO boom, weak rules led to scams and broke trust. Can innovation-based systems regulate without government, or are the risks too big to ignore?
Sonia brings up a good point. Cryptocurrencies like transparency but not outside control, creating a push and pull between openness and privacy. They like anonymity, which is both good and bad. Should future rules allow some control to protect everyone, or is going fully decentralized more important? How will this change trust and rules globally?
It's a paradox, Michelle. China's ban on cryptocurrency exchanges shows state control, yet innovation keeps going with new platforms. Could such controls speed up decentralization or create more underground markets, making regulation harder?
That's interesting, Guy. The crypto world adapts fast, showing strong innovation. DeFi challenges traditional banks. Could crypto move us away from central control, or could it make systems unequal? What are the effects of working outside state control?
Ryan, good points. Innovation can bring unexpected outcomes, especially where infrastructure is weak. Without flexible rules, the digital gap could grow, leaving out vulnerable groups. Can we make progress while ensuring fair access, or risk repeating past mistakes?
Here's a big question. If cryptocurrencies change traditional systems, changing economic control and innovation, are we moving to a fair financial future or making new inequalities? Could technology for freedom create new power differences, and how should regulation guide this change? Think about this. In 2009, Bitcoin started and changed the finance world. It does not have a central bank. Now, will cryptocurrency replace regular money, or will both exist together? Maybe a mix of both is better.
That's interesting, Michelle. When new money systems began, they often mixed with old ones, like from barter to coins, then paper money. Switzerland mixes laws with crypto. Maybe this mix is better than replacing old systems?
Guy, good point. But digital change is big. Estonia uses blockchain in its government. This shows digital money might work without old systems. Could cryptocurrency change everything about money?
Ryan makes a good point, but let's think more. Is using only crypto too complex? Regular money gives stability and consumer safety. Crypto promises more financial access, but does it really help everyone, or could it just help those with better tech access?
Sonia, here is a question. If we trust money partly because of government control, can we trust crypto with technology alone? Blockchain is clear but not controlled by one body. Can we trust code for governance? What would this mean for our world?
Remember, history teaches us. Credit helped the economy grow in the 20th century, but also led to problems like the 2008 crisis. Cryptos offer new credit systems, but with risks. Is decentralization worth the risk?
You have a point, Guy, but DeFi, decentralized finance, wants to solve these risks with smart contracts. It's new, but can AI and machine learning make crypto stable? Can tech close the gap between dreams and real-life use?
But with tech, we need to ask about transparency and ethics. AI brings risks like bias. How can we keep it honest without stopping progress? Can an AI-based system mix crypto and regular money well, or will it make things worse?
As we finish, let's think bigger. Could the future combine old and new money benefits? Or are we at the start of a money change that changes power? If decentralization grows, could it change our view of government and global connections?